Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the confusing world of business so you don't have to. Today we're diving into Aptose Biosciences, and it looks like there's been quite a shake-up in who's watching their books. So what's the big story with Aptose Biosciences? Well, it seems they just changed their accountants. And the reasons behind this kind of switch can tell us a lot about a company's health and direction. Let's start with the big news. Back on April 15th, Aptose Biosciences, the company we're looking at, announced a bit of a change. Their accountant firm, a Big Four player called KPMG, said they weren't going to do another year of audits for Aptose. Think of it like your longtime doctor saying they're retiring. KPMG agreed to stick around for a bit longer, specifically through the first half of this year, 2025, to keep an eye on the quarterly reports. Because KPMG stepped down, Aptose had to go find a new firm, and they did a whole comparison process to pick the best one. And the winner is Ernst & Young, or I as they're more commonly known. The company's board gave their full approval for I to take over starting now. They even had a shareholder meeting to make sure everyone agreed on bringing in I and letting the board decide how much I gets paid. Now here's a crucial detail. For the past couple of years, or 2023 and 2024, and even this year up until now, Aptose says they haven't really talked to I about any big accounting questions or tricky deals. They're basically saying that I hasn't given them any advice that they've relied on to make important financial decisions. This is important because if they had consulted A before on issues, it could hint at problems that KPMG might have flagged. So the fact that they haven't, according to this report, suggests this is a clean break, or at least that's what they're telling us. They also had to let KPMG know what they're putting in this report and ask KPMG if they agree with everything being said. It's like asking your old doctor if they think your new doctor's assessment is fair. And yes, KPMG did send a letter back dated August 21st, confirming their agreement with these disclosures. So officially it seems like a smooth transition with no major disagreements or red flags raised by the outgoing auditor. This letter from the old auditors is actually one of the exhibits for this whole filing. It's like an appendix that backstops their statements. And who signed off on all this, confirming it's true and accurate? It's William G. Rice, the president and CEO of Aptose Biosciences. He's putting his name to this report, stating that all the information is correct to the best of his knowledge. So what does this all mean for Aptose Biosciences? Well, changing your auditor, especially when the old one doesn't want to continue, can sometimes be a signal. It could mean they're anticipating changes, or perhaps there were some underlying issues that led to this. However, based on this report, it sounds like a clean switch. There aren't any mentions of disagreements or serious accounting problems that led to KPMG not seeking reappointment. The company seems to be following all the proper procedures in bringing in a new firm. This move to EI is a fresh start from an auditing perspective. It's important for investors to see that the company is transparent about these changes and that the transition is handled smoothly. The lack of prior consultations with I might suggest that Aptose is looking for a fresh perspective, or perhaps just a new auditor that better fits their current needs as they move forward. It's worth keeping an eye on Aptose Biosciences in the coming months to see how their financial reporting evolves under AVOCH and how the company itself performs. Alright, that's our breakdown of Aptose Biosciences' latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time.